this. Yes, they fucking do. They absolutely do. One thing that I always try to get through to everybody is that these disorders are highly complicated. They're not black and white. But something I can say from my own personal experience and from my own way of doing things myself and how I operate and how I handle life and I handle other people is this. I'm fully aware of what I'm doing on a daily basis. I know what I'm doing. I have the disorders that cause me to act in ways that normal people don't. Pretty much spend my life in a very neurotic state, but not nearly as neurotic as someone who has straight BPD. Narcissists are way more in control of their feelings most of the time, and not nearly as neurotic as people with borderline personality disorder. Part of the reason for that is because narcissists really kind of created themselves and are very confident. At the core, we're not. At the core, we're just like BPDs. We're not sure of ourselves. We have low self-esteem. We are not, if I'm being honest, I'm aware now, and I have been working on myself and working on some of my maladaptive behaviors and things. So I don't think like a typical narcissist would anymore. I mean, I'm already starting to heal. Am I healed? No, I'm healing. But do narcissists and BPD really have an understanding and know what they're doing? Absolutely they do. I mean, think about this for a second, okay? So I know that some BPDs have a hard time holding a job. I know some narcissists have a hard time holding a job. But think about this for a second. Think about when we fuck up and when narcissists and borderlines lose their fucking minds and who they lose it on. Do we go to work every day, have our boss correct us, or have our boss come down on us for something, or other coworkers come down on us for something, or show us some kind of negative vibe, or anything that would normally piss off your cluster B when you do it to them? Do we go to work and have that happen and then lose our fucking minds on our boss? Do we lose our minds on our pastor at church? But you have to understand the reasoning behind that. We fully understand what we're doing. We absolutely know. As you go through life and you see these things transpire, and I can tell you when I was in my 20s, early 20s, I was a fucking wreck, man. I was such a dick. I was such a asshole to people. I burned through relationships in 2 weeks sometimes, from idolization to discard. I could burn through relationships in a couple months very, very easily. I don't do that nearly as much anymore because X plus Y equals Z. And as a borderline, you learn that over time. They say that the symptoms don't go away without treatment as you get older, but borderlines are very intelligent. They're just emotionally stunted. So they start to realize that X plus Y equals Z. So the symptoms are still there. They just don't present as much as people get older. I think it's that way with narcissists too, because we start to learn X plus Y equals Z, and we see what happens. If your boss corrects you, you don't get fired up and go off on your boss, or you're going to lose your fucking job. X plus Y equals Z. If you have, friends that don't know you that well, and they've never seen you have a BPD rage moment or a narcissistic rage moment, and then you have one in front of them, they're probably not going to be your fucking friend anymore. You know what I'm saying? We know what we're doing because we only do these things to the people who are closest to us. We only do it to our family, like our close family, our close friends, our close intimate partners. And we know that if we do it to everyone else, or if we act these ways in these childish ways with other people, then we're not going to have those people around very long, and then we could probably get in trouble. I mean, X plus Y equals Z. You learn those things over time. I can tell you right now, yeah, they absolutely fucking know they're doing this shit to people. I've got a screenshot of a text message from one of my exes who straight up tells me in the message that she knows exactly what she did to me and exactly why she did it. And well, she doesn't really know why, but she knows why. But she all but admits that she's a cluster B and that she has a tendency to do this shit over and over and over again. So do they know, like, legit how they could wreck your lives and shit? Absolutely they know. And to be quite honest with you, they don't fucking care. They don't care if you lose your children. They do not care if you lose your fucking job. They do not care if you're homeless or on the goddamn street. They really honestly don't give a fuck about nobody but them fucking selves, all right? And now when I talk about these people, I'm talking about borderlines and narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, histrionics, people who are not in treatment. They're not working on themselves at all.